Hello everyone, we hope you are doing well. Today, we are excited to present a topic that's very relevant in our daily life. How TikTok influence our Gen Z. My name is Wenceslaw Sangat and I'm joined by an amazing teammates which is Rebecca, Larry, Natalie and Michelle. Together, we will exploring how this viral platform has shaped Gen Z lifestyle, trends, communications, and even identity. From funniest video to powerful special movement, TikTok is just more than entertainment. It's a culture force. Let's dive in and take a closer look at how this app is impacting our generation. Imagine this. Someone says, she ate that, no crumbs, and nobody brought food. Or someone says, I'm dead, but they are clearly alive and laughing. Welcome to the world of Gen Z language, where the internet is just a place we visit. It's a dialect we speak. Driven by platforms like TikTok, has created a new linguistic landscapes filled with creative expressions, dramatic delivery, and vibes it all its own. This is just a slang for fun. It's a full-blown communication style, influencing how we inform, express, and entertain in every conversations. In these presentations, we will explore two major ways this TikTok full language shift happens. First is lexical phases. The words and phrase Gen Zs use as social signals and stylistic play. The second is paralinguistic phases, the tones, gestures, and expressions that turn speech into a performance. Let's dive into this remix of English, where every sentence might just be scrolling, stopping TikTok in disgrace.
Hello, I'm Larry. Today I will be present about the lexical and paralinguistic features used in a podcast about online wellness trends. These features help make the podcast more engaged, clear, and effective.
Good morning to Madam and all my friends. My name is Rebecca. So for my introductions, language is always changing and social media platforms such as TikTok have become powerful force in shaping how young people speak today.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Natalia Namingu. We're here today to present an analysis of how Gen Z and TikTok are changing the way we speak based on video by BBC World Service. Our focus will be on two key features, one lexical and one paralinguistic. Through this presentation, we explore how these features shape communication by informing, entertaining, and expressing emotion. The video discusses how language is evolving rapidly, especially among Gen Z, with platforms like TikTok influencing everyday speech. Terms like Riz, Delulu, and Skibidi are not only becoming widespread but also reshaping how people express identity, humor, and social belonging. It also highlights how speaking style like intonation and pronunciation are shifting under the influence of internet culture.
The video How Gen Z and TikTok are changing the way speak explore how platforms like TikTok are accelerating linguistic change, particularly among the Gen Z. It highlights the emergence of slang, perhaps change in pronunciation, and the popularity of various speech patterns influenced by social media culture are highlighted.
Turn into my part, lexical phases. For my point is, lexical phases is a creative angle which is TikTok, the remix of English. Creative label, Gen Z slangs as a verbal fashion. Example words like slay, ate, raise, no cap, it's giving. It's a function, but imagines language as an outfit. Gen Z choose a word the way they choose style. Bold, expressive, ever-changing. These slangs terms are just a vocabulary. They are verbal accessories that communication vibe, emotions, and culture belong. Next is purpose. They are attended through humor and relatability. Express emotions or attitude like confidence or sarcasm, and signals identities within the TikTok generations. Why it works? The speaker used this word to pull the audience into Gen Z mindset, which is showing how language evolves like a train, fast, flashy, and full of personality.
First, let's look at the lexical features. The first is expert terms or jargon. Words like detox, influencer culture are used. They show expertise and explain specific ideas clearly. Second is rhetorical question. An example is this actually healthy? Why? It makes us think and keeps us interested. And number three is personal pronouns. For example, your might see or we look into. Why it feel more friendly and direct and they like are talking to us. Number four is repetition. Repetition, what's like TikTok and wellness are repeat. Why? To make the message stronger and keep our attention. And number five is informative tone. The tone is clear and helpful. It aims to inform and educate us about wellness trends.
Next, we will go through the lexical features. My first point is emergence of new slangs. The speakers introduce and explain these terms to a broader audience, especially for the older generations. Next, some slang terms are explained with humor or in amusing context, such as rich words being linked to the romantic charm. It is also an entertaining element to the podcast. Next is the video highlight terms like "race just now." It is showcasing how Gen Z coined a new expression that rapidly gained popularity online.
Detailed analysis. The first one, a lexical feature. One interesting lexical feature from the video is the use of neologism. Neologisms are newly created words that often reflect trends on cultural shifts. For example, at 2:15, the speaker introduced the word "race," which is short for charisma. Gen Z used it to describe someone who's charming or has game when flirting. These words are used to express group identity, convey emotion or humor, entertain through creative or exaggerate meanings. The word delulu, short for delusional, is another playful term used to describe someone who is overly optimistic or unrealistic, often in humorous way.
So we continue with the next part of lexical feature. There is slang used by influencers such as fit check or slap. Influencers often create a popularized trendy word that many people start using online. These words help build a shared way of speaking on social media, making the content feel current and relatable. For example, the word of fit check, short of outfit, is used when someone shows off their clothes on camera.
Next, my point for paralinguistic pages. Paralinguistic pages is a creative angle tool. It's a voice of vibe or voice or vibe. Creative level such as a TikTok tone performing the pose. Example might mean TikTok tones, rising intonations, dramatic pose, and sarcastic jokes. The function is the speaker performed the way Gen Z sounds online, adding a layer of performance that match the content. Next, these dramatized tones help emphasize the humor and absurdity in some expressions, and entertains by turning explanations into a mini TikTok guide. Why it works? Tones bring TikTok to life. Without that exaggerate voice, the meaning and the vibes of the slang might be lost. It's not just what they say, but how they say it.
We look at paralinguistic features, how the speaker use their voice and other nonverbal sounds. First is tone of voice. The voice is calm, serious, and a bit curious. It builds trust and show a professionalism. Number two is pause. Speaker pause after the key points because it gives us time to understand the message. And number three is emphasis of keyword. Words like dangerous, viral, and fake are said more clearly, louder, to give a warning to highlight important the ideas. And number four is voice variation. Different voice from host and guest. Why? To keep the conversation interesting. And the last is loud or light reaction. Sometimes the speaker laugh at a little to break the tension and make the talk feel friendly but still in the serious situation.
Let us move on to the paralinguistic features. First of all, my point is emphasize important ideas. The speakers describe on how gesture and facial expression on TikTok often enhance the meaning of spoken language, although the podcast is mainly audio. For example, a raised eyebrow, a dramatic eye roll, or specific hand gestures pair with phrases such as "it's giving" to draw attention or to key ideas or emotion to the audience. These paralinguistic cues help reinforce the speaker's intent, making the message clearer and more impactful for the viewer or the audience.
Next, we examine a paralinguistic feature, the use of influencer speak. This includes uptalk where the speaker's voice rises at the end of sentence and vocal fry, which is creaky, low-pitched tone. At around 1327, the video notes that these speech patterns have become popular among TikTok creators and are spreading among young people. These features help to emphasize certain ideas, set a casual conversational tone, express attitudes such as sarcasm, playfulness, or uncertainty. While some may find them annoying, they are actually powerful tools for building online personas and connecting with audience.
For the linguistic feature is body language and expression on the face that help speaker how feeling and emphasize what they're saying without using the words. These nonverbal cues make the message clear, more emotional, and more fun to watch. For example, when a TikTok creator raises their eyebrow, open the eyes wide, or use hand gesture while saying that was so unexpected is so surprise. This makes the video more engaging and help viewers feel the emotion behind the words.
And turn into my conclusion, which is the future speaks in filter and feels. As we seen, Gen Z is not just changing the world we use, they are transforming how we use language. Through catchy slangs, ionic twists, and dramatic tones and expressive gesture, platforms like TikTok are turning everyday conversations into performance, scrollable moments, and culture signals. These lexical and paralinguistic features do more than entertain. They help Gen Z connect, stand out, and belong in fast-paced digital world. It's a form of storytelling where even a 2-second pause like it's giving can say a lot. Language in this era is no longer static. It's dynamic, performative, and deeply tied to identity. Whether we find it cringe or clear, one thing is clear: the way we speak will never stop evolving, especially when it's powered by generations that know how to make every word a train. So, next time someone says slay with a smirk or wrist with a wine, just know you are witnessing the next chapters of linguistic history, TikTok style. So that's all from me for my conclusions, and thank you.
So, in the conclusion is both lexical and paralinguistic features are important. They help make the podcast more informative, professional, and enjoyable to listen to. Thank you.
Last but not least, to conclude, these lexical and paralinguistic features not only help express emotions and emphasize important ideas, but also connect people through shared digital experiences. Understand these changes allow us to appreciate the creativity and richness of language in today's past world. That's all from me. Thank you.
To conclude, both lexical and paralinguistic features play an important role in how we understand and interpret spoken language. They shape how ideas are delivered, how emotions are conveyed, and how identities are performed. Recognize these features helps improve listening comprehension and make us more aware of how language is evolving in digital space. Thank you. That's all from me.
To conclude, slang used by influencers like fit check or slap and expressive body language and facial expression work together to make communication on TikTok engaging and relatable. The slang will connect the speaker with trend and online culture, while non-verbal cues add emotion and energy.